Hey guys, welcome to a video that I'm pretty sure a lot of people are looking forward to, unless you have been living under a rock and have not realized that I have not uploaded a video for how many months now. I have no idea, but yeah, I'm back with an event or an event even, which is the Singapore Real Ops 2019. And I think I did the 2018 one on my YouTube, so you still can go back and watch that if you want to. And but this time around, 2019, I will be doing both sides of the event, as usual. I'm pretty sure the last time I did both sides of the events, the first part I got a crash at the end or something like that, and I did not upload the first part. I'm not sure exactly. But I think that's what I recall happening, although I cannot be sure, and I'm sorry for if there's any background noise. I have tried to minimize it as much as possible by locking myself in the room, yeah, sometimes sounds are just too loud outside my room and things happen. So, and many of you are probably wondering where I've been for the last few months. I will get to that during the flight, so stay tuned for that. So this time around, Singapore Real Ops, I'll be doing two legs. The first leg will be from Perth, which is where I am right now, to Singapore, obviously, and the second leg will be from Singapore to Kuala Lumpur. And this first leg will be a 777, and the second leg will be an A320. Now onto this first part of the flight. The real life aircraft is an A350-900. I know that. When I first signed up for SGRO, they said that it was a 777-200, so I just believed it. And when I checked today, the aircraft type, it was an A350-900. But the thing is that I don't have the flight factors A350, so I cannot really use any A350. Although to be fair, I may buy it soon. But that's of course debatable because of the quality. But no, I would like to buy another plane soon. Not the 7576 because I am not into those planes. Yeah. Anyways, this for now, this is the only plane that we can really use. 777-300ER. Of course, there's other 777 variants, which is the 772, but I have not modified those enough to make it viable. So, as usual, the 777-300ER will be the plane of choice for all 777 flights to come. Wow. Okay, I thought the door opened. Anyways, let's get into the flight. And wow. Alright, we need to turn on the bus ties, and the thing should have aligned, but we have not set up the position, so that's alright. Anyways, to the overhead panels, let's arm the cargo fire quickly. Left light goes on. Turn on the left and right primary engine hydraulics, and I believe that should be fine for now. Alright, to the FMC, we can set our initial position, which should have instantly initialized, which is correct, and set our initial rep airport, which is Perth. To the route we go, and I did not download any flight plans, so we will have to key this in manually. And the destination is Singapore. Before I key in the route, I will quickly show you the charts. So here you go, that's the updated Navigraph charts right here. So this is our departing area, which is Perth Airport, and if we zoom out, this is the entire route we have all the way into Singapore. And we will be taking the NVEX 2 departure, runway 03, and for our approach it will be the Repov 1 Alpha, expected to be 02 left, and of course we can switch to 02 center as needed if the event ATC requires or wants us to, which of course can be expected, but we'll see what happens, right? So back to explain, and the departing runway is 03, and flight number is Singapore 226, And since we have seen the route, I think I will just cut right here, and I'll be back once I have keyed in basically everything. Alright, now that we have keyed in everything, we'll activate the flight and move on to the performance page. You can request whatever's available right now. I have set up 50 tons of fuel, and the actual planned was 46.5 tons, so those extra 3.5 tons of fuel will be used for additional holding that I will expect. So yeah, cost index will be 100, and no, that's the reserves. 134 for cost index. Reserves is 8.9 plus 3.5, so that would be 11.4, I believe. 8.9, 9.4, no, 12.4. The cruising altitude will be flight level 360, though I'm not sure if that's possible. That is possible. The plan was 340, but I decided to increase the altitude because planes usually fly higher than what's planned in SimProof. So yeah. Anyways, the thrust limiters. Let's see, how long is the runway? It should be quite long, to be honest. Where is the airport chart? It is the longest runway, which is 3.5 kilometers long. I believe we can do 15% N1 and we do climb 1 thrust. Climb 2 is never ever ever a good idea. Reason being, even if you are the lightest weight possible, you will have a struggle going above 500 feet per minute with a constant speed. So, you know. Anyways, for takeoff, the departing weight will be 255 is my best guess. Flaps 5 for departure. It should be perfectly fine since we're not that heavy, and that is our trims, which I really don't care about because this plane is quite broken in terms of the trims. So yeah. Anyways, the V2 is 167. Right, that is set. And we'll set the QNH, which is 1024. Here we go. Alright, and should be about it really. We should be on Unicom. We are on VetSim after all, so you can see other planes there as well. And I've not been in VetSim for a few months already, so yeah. Anyways, let's plan the pushback. Which why is it so dark? Wow. It doesn't matter. Anyways, that is runway 21 up here, I assume. No, that's 03. So we'll be taxiing all the way up there, and that seems like
Ground to cockpit.
perfectly fine pushback.
Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Alright, set the altitude knob to 36,000. Runway heading of 016 degrees. I don't know. And is that an optimum flight level? 350. That's perfectly fine. Or 360. Right. And I believe that is it really for the pre-departure. I don't think there's any checklist for me to follow. This plane has still not really been updated at all, so I can't really do anything about it. Yeah. Anyways, let's turn on the beacon light. Let's perhaps get rid of everyone around. Oh no, that was a bad button to press. Yeah, let's not do that the next time, right? So we shall manually close the doors instead. It's not open on the other side. Yep, alright. Alright, so we'll call it pushback tug. It's playing
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Pushback thing already. So, what do I do? Yeah, turn on the APU.
First things first, let's buckle those belts. Insert the metal end into the buckle and pull the strap too tight. To open, simply lift on the top of the buckle. And remember,
Right, APU gen should be fine, and external power can be disconnected.
To get us on our way, make sure your seat is up, all electronic devices are put away, and your tray table is stowed. If you have a carry-on, push it all the way under the seat in front of you. If it won't fit, place it in the overhead bin. If you have a handheld...
Alright, let's do the overhead now.
Okay, all doors and hatches
turn
are
on the
closed.
hydraulics.
Ready to connect.
Pressurization goes to auto. Window heat goes on. Auto start goes on. Packs goes on. Auto. Seatbelt signs go on, obviously. You can set that to normal.
The safety card. Please pay close attention, and before you know it, we'll be off. All exits on this airplane are clearly marked. Take a moment to locate the nearest one.
Right. Perth traffic. YPPH 226. Push and start. Stand 510. No, 150.
So connected and bypassed and inserted. Release parking brake.
Alright, let's go.
Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
Alright, turn on all the fuel pumps, and everything seems normal. The panel is checked, so we can start engine number 2.
Follow the lights until you've reached your exit. Leave all carry-ons behind. Just head quickly and safely to the nearest exit, and don't forget...
A bit early for departure, and we should start the clock as well. Our scheduled departure is 6:05 Zulu time, and it's 5:48 so.
The yellow cup goes over your nose and mouth like so, then slip the band over your head to secure the mask to your face. The band adjusts automatically. Normal breathing will start the flow of oxygen. And remember to always put your own mask on first before helping others. Life vests are located either under or next to your seat.
And I was decided to use Todd's Singapore Changi today instead, because I want to give it a shot. I have not used it since the version 2 came out, which was a bit a long time ago, since I haven't been flying into Singapore at all. And yeah, although I still have some, how to say, disagreement with the scenery itself, but it's much better looking, I would say, than what I have made. So yeah, we'll just set the rudder brakes to RTO, and we'll start engine number 1. Oh yeah, before I forget, I should probably mention about the screen. So how you would see the project flight overlay up there on top above my cursor, and the X plane below. Now the reasoning for this is because I cannot,
Operation complete. Set parking
for the
brake.
love of God, set X plane to full screen now,
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
for some unusual reason. So I have to play it in window. I have to play in window mode, which oh well, it's what it is, I guess. So the screen will be of a different resolution, and since Project Fly Overlay takes up some space, I might as well just put it up there, make it look a bit more fancy instead of 2 black bars at the top and the bottom, you know. Anyways, parking brakes is set. We shall turn on all the generators on the bleeds. Alright, and we shall do this because usually what happens is that they do not properly adjust my sensitivity, and they give me default values or over exaggerated values. auto throttle and flight director goes to
So it's
on
disconnected
and
and
on.
bypass pin has been removed.
Some flight
Hand signal on
change.
the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
And we'll do a flight control test. So, which way do we go first? We'll do rudders first, I guess. Right, rudder left, and full rudder right. And that's head shaking, by the way. So now to the ailerons, full up, full down, full left, and full right. Right, flight controls are checked. And hand signal is received, so that is fantastic. And logo lights go on. You can turn off the APU. And we'll set flaps to 5. And I believe that is it for the after pushback, right? I don't believe we need NTIs. Let's check the weather con. Temperature 180.11, and yeah, we definitely do not need it. Winds are 3106 knots. Yeah, runway 03 is still the best, I guess. So it will be a crosswind, but whatever. It's perfectly fine. Alright, and now I will show you the pushback route that I will perform. So I have a graph shots. Right, so we're over here, as you can see by the sim link. So we'll get out of here on Tango, left on Charlie, all the way down to Charlie 11, and we'll depart from there. Should not be too hard of a taxi, so we shall return back to X-plane. Right, let's tell everybody. Wait, is that guy still there? Yeah, he is still there, so I'll just 226 taxi to runway 03 via Tango Charlie 11. Let's go. Alright, just release the parking brakes and let's turn. Let's give him a bit more thrust. So on the simulator itself, it will be down here and left on Charlie and all the way down. Alright, guess this won't be too much of fun taxing, so I will skip right here and I'll be back at the threshold for runway 03. Okay, we are almost there, so might as well just come back. Oh my god. Alright, so let's turn on the wing lights and transponder. Make sure everybody knows that we are going to depart soon. Terrain radar goes on so that we don't crash into the potentially mountainous terrain, which I don't think Perth is a mountainous area, so yeah. Anyways, there is the traffic go. Yes, he is still around apparently. Anyways, I forgot about the lights, but there we go. Just turn them on. Spoilers go to arm. Surrounds everybody. Take off to 03 at the NVEX. Something departure. NVEX. F next to departure. Let's confirm that no one's landing. Yep, alright. Map shows that there's no one landing. Alright. And for those of you who are wondering when I will talk about the MIA, it will be after I depart, before I go, before the break between when I cut and when I come back. And the reason why it will be there is because if I were to do it during the arrival, it would be super noisy because of the ATC transmission and all. If I would have done it during the taxi earlier, it will be extending the video for a bit too long, right? So yeah, strobe lights goes on. I don't believe I missed out anything, so right, here we go. Let Singapore Road Ops 2019 commence.
On runway 03.
And landing lights go on. Right, 60% N1. Thrust stable. Set takeoff thrust. Thrust is set, 89.0 N1. Airspeed is line. Ooh, weather update.
80 knots.
Cross check. May or may not run out. We're not gonna run out of runway space.
V1.
Checked.
Rotate.
Alright, that is efficient runway usage in a nutshell. 10 degrees nose up. Positive rate. Gear up.
Positive rate. Gear up.
Give it about 12.5 degrees nose up. Or 12 degrees nose up. I don't know. And there's the controls. Is it control? No. It's wingtip condensation. VNAV. Left tip. Alright, let's stick it on autopilot with a climb rate of 2000 feet per minute, set the speed to 250 knots. Alright, let's ramble about stuff now, I guess. So why have I been MIA for like, how many months was that? 5? 6? 7? I'm not sure, but yeah. Alright, so basically, the week that I have decided to stop making YouTube videos is the week where I was updating Windows, right? So, that says a lot already. So climb through is a bit less powerful. Wraps up. And, of course, updating Windows, and this updating Windows part is such that I have to quote-unquote reformat my PC, right? So basically, many of my settings are removed. Oh my god, that looks beautiful. Picture. There's another picture. Alright, that'll be for my thumbnail. Anyways, so when everything has been reset, it's a bit of a pain in the ass to set back to everything, right? And I have to install everything again, which is of course more time spent, and I really don't want to do that. And not only that, school was quote-unquote resuming as well, and I have moved on to another institution, and as such, timetables have changed, and my schedule is now all very jam-packed, and now it's the holiday for me, so yeah. Look at that, oh my god, it's beautiful. Right, and I think there was more reasons. Yeah, I was also not really in the mood to make any more videos at the time. I was getting a bit tired of it, I guess you can say so. I'm basically not really in the mood to do so, so I would think that taking a break from them would be a good idea. And I wouldn't say that now after this video I would be back. This is just a one-time off event that I would like to participate in, and might as well post a video and give an update and what you can expect of this. So yeah. Anyways, landing lights can go off. I know it's not 10,000 yet, but these lights can go off. Seatbelt signs as well. So what I think you can expect is that I won't be uploading videos for, I don't know, a while. I cannot give a time when I will post another video again, but don't expect anything soon after these 2 videos of Singapore Road Ops 2019. I am not sure when Cross the Pond is, but I may participate in that if it is a holiday for me, because the problem with Cross the Pond is that usually the flight takes off at about 6 PM or 7 PM for the earliest flights for my time, and it ends at about midnight, 3 AM, 2 AM, and that's considering a bit of hold. And you know how Cross the Pond is. It's really long. You have at least hours of an hour or 2 hours of hold that you can expect every time you decide to participate. So yeah. Anyways, I think this should be it for the departure part. I will stick into VNAV after it reaches the cruising speed, and I will stop right here. I guess I may or may not put in music. Depends on whether I remember to, as well as if I can remember how to edit videos. But I probably do. And I may or may not find suitable music for it. So yeah, whatever. Anyways, is there any other views that I can probably use? I don't think this is a bad view. It's quite bright, but I think that's how it should be in real life as well. Ultra bright. So yeah, I think I will just leave it in one of the views, and I will just come back at around the top of the set. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, we are just about there to descent point, and it's currently no ATC on right now, so we are fine to descend on our own will. And that was ATC a bit not too long ago, but he disconnected and he didn't come back. He didn't came back. So oh well, whatever. Anyways, let us get prepared for the arrival into Singapore. So currently there is approximately 10-20 planes around Changi trying to land. So I don't believe this will be a landing without any holds. So we'll see what happens. We have 12.3 tons of fuel left, which is quite a bit, but we'll be using quite a bit of that as well for our descent. So yeah, anyways, let's set our minimums first. That's the QNH. Minimum is 200. It should be 200 for all runways, at least for the radio. Auto brakes we can set to 1. Let me check what is the arrival runway first. Let's check the 80s. Alright, let's tune into the 80s then, since there's no description for the 80s. It is 128.60.
ILF report. Departure runway 20 center. Arrival runway 20 right and left.
Okay, we can expect 20 right or 20 center, so we will have to change our arrivals now to the Repov 1 Bravo arrival. Where is it? Repov 1 Bravo, LS 20 right. So we'll do that, execute, and our total descent has changed, which is good. Alright, the reason why I chose 20 right is because it is closer to the side for our gate, since our stand that we are going to be scheduled for is Alpha 1, unless they decide to change it. So yeah, anyways, let's check the conditions at Singapore. Alright, active sky, QNH is 1009. There we go. Winds are 2007 knots, so we'll be having a true headwind. Temperature 290.24, which is perfectly fine. We will set our MCP altitude to 4,000. Actually, no, I will do something like 15,000. We will tune into Singapore. What is that called? Singapore radar, I think. Is it? Probably. Yeah, as my guess is Singapore radar is the name for it. I have not been flying for BASIF for a long time, so yeah, forgive me about that. We will turn on the seatbelt signs, telling passengers that we are going to descend soon, and we will tell you the approach, or I'll tell you the approach at least. So, where is OBS? Let us show you the right screen. So we shall switch to the Repov 1 Bravo for the ILS 20 right arrival. So basically, I will have a chart overlay. There we go. So we'll come in at Repov at 250 knots below flight level 210, to Rams at 220 right turn, to Batam at 220 knots below 7,000, Doven, Bipop, and then we will expect vectors for the runway. Anyways, we'll contact Singapore radar on 123.7.
Singapore 22, descent flight level 150.
Down to 150, Singapore 226. Oh yeah, and if anybody is wondering about why I decided to cut the portion after the Navigraph part, and the part where I was asked to descend to flight level 150, well, it's because I kinda screwed up the thing, and yeah, the recording was a bit broken, so I have decided to restart the part, and therefore we have missed out the part, but it's alright. Basically what happens is that I had to contact Singapore radar,
Singapore
and
795 on Singapore radar, good.
I had to contact him twice
Singapore via
because he didn't understand me,
runway
probably because of the VSIM codec,
right island.
really, and
Report when ready for descent.
he asked me to descend to flight level 240, and he cleared me to yeah, he cleared me the report 1 Bravo for 209. So yeah.
Singapore 226, contact Singapore approach 124.6. Bye bye.
Okay, approach on 124.6. Good night, Singapore 226.
Alright.
Singapore approach, good evening, Singapore 226, flight level 150.
Singapore 226, approach good evening, descend to 8,000 feet, QNH 1008.
Down to 8,000, QNH 1008, Singapore 226.
Singapore 226, continue descent to 7,000 feet.
7,000 feet, Singapore 226. Alright, anyways, we're going to approach 10,000 soon, so let's just turn on all the lights. And there we go. And there's the arrival announcement. Looks beautiful out there, other than the white towers. And I'm quite sure there should be land here, but the auto is broken, so whatever. And just to clear up the confusion, this is the auto I generated myself, not downloaded anywhere, so that will be probably the reason why. I'll say this definitely looks fairly nice for wing view. I'll take a screenshot of that. The only thing that's ugly is the missing land portion, but whatever. Clouds looks decently nice. It's a bit sharp as well. Check the overhead. I don't think there's anything. I don't think we need anti-ice, especially in the hot weather in Singapore.
Singapore 226, reduce speed to 200 knots.
200 knots, Singapore 226. Wow, it's extremely slow, but alright. Flaps 1. It's quite early to have flaps deployed, but it's alright. Doesn't look like there's any change, to be honest.
226, turn right heading 040 degrees.
040 degrees, Singapore 226. Right now we're getting vectors. Interesting. I don't see a good reason why. Actually, maybe I do. There is a Malindo 808. I believe it's a Malindo 808 over on our left, somewhere there.
Okay, 423, pressure, reduce speed to 200 knots.
I can't see him though.
Reduce
Wow, look at
speed
that.
to 200 knots. Okay, 43.
Oh yeah, and there's also one thing that came out recently that I may discuss about in the next video, or maybe now, I'm not sure. But it's Microsoft Flight Simulator that was announced at E3. I don't know, what do I think about that? Yeah, I probably can talk about it now since it's descending through this without much communication with the ATC, or much transmission really. I would say it definitely looks fantastic, but judging by the trailer, but just like the question everybody has, how much space do you need for that simulator? Is it a couple terabytes? Or is it internet based, which may suck because what happens to those who are flying offline, right? And all in all, I'll say that I would definitely not mind getting it if the in-game really looks like what it is on the trailer. But of course, if it's more than $100, I might consider again. But then again, I don't think Microsoft would sell it that expensive, but you never know. And Microsoft for a reason. But it's definitely a huge jump from FSX for the last platform for flight simulation. And I would definitely.
Airport 226,
I'm
proceed
definitely
direct
impressed.
Golden, contact Singapore arrival on 119 Street today.
Direct Doven and approach on 119.3 Singapore 226. Good night. And we should probably direct Doven as well. LNF. Wait, how do you say you're directing to a waypoint?
People 15, contact
Proceed.
tower 118.6. Tower 1196, people 15.
Arrival, good evening, Singapore 226, directing Doven.
Singapore 226, good evening, descent 4000 feet, descent. Expect IOS 20 right.
4,000 feet and 20 right, Singapore 226. Probably should say ILS as well, but I like to keep the conversation short, you know. Damn, it looks beautiful there. Oh my god.
Galaxy 751, turn left heading 240, clear ILS, runway 20
This
right.
is not
report
helpful though.
established.
This text box.
Turn left heading, turn
That's
left
a
heading
screenshot.
240, and report established 712. Galaxy 751.
Okay, the next would be West Tower, I believe 1186.
Cebu 805, turn left heading 270. Turn left heading 270, break 05. Yes, Cebu 805, descend to 3000 feet.
Oh, there's a plane there. Look at that. It's a Singapore 183. Wow. Look at all those lights. There's one plane there, one plane there, one plane there, one over there, and probably a lot on the ground over there. Wow. I may even actually choose to control after this entire event is over. Assuming there's still traffic, honestly. But I'm not sure. We'll see, we'll see.
Cebu 805, turn left heading 230, clear ILS 20 center, report established. Turn left heading 230, clear ILS 20 center.
I believe we should be directing, we should be on heading 349, because I don't think we should be directing to Ibnak after Bipop. We can check on the charts, let's see. Yeah, it is not a direct to Ibnak.
Singapore 226, Singapore arrival, maintain 4000 feet. After BPOP, maintain present heading.
4,000 feet and after Bipop maintain current heading Singapore 226. Actually, this is how busy it
Singapore
is
226,
usually in
reduce to
Singapore.
180, turn left heading 290.
180 knots left heading 290 Singapore 226. There we go. Yep, we are gonna be slotted in before the Singapore 183 over there.
Singapore 226, descend to 3,500 feet.
3,500 feet Singapore 226.
Channel 7351, turn right heading 230.
Right heading 230, transfer 351.
I assume we'll get another left turn and then we'll intercept the localizer for 20 right. Alright. Singapore 226, confirm to intercept the localizer 420, right?
Sugar 567, select heading 34.
Okay, he just ignored me. Alright.
Rotate ILS 20 right, report established.
Sorry for that. Was that for Singapore 226? I just turned it on and I will intercept the localizer because I can't be bothered to go.
567.
I will turn left heading 150 degrees to intercept the localizer. Maybe 160 degrees actually. Okay, let's see what altitude should be at equal to 3005. Okay, that's perfectly fine.
240, Sugar 567.
Honestly, I think I'm a bit it's a bit of my mistake, right? For just not intercepting the localizer. But it's fine.
Maintain present heading and careful runway 20 right, transfer to Hanwha.
Localizer captured, glide slope captured. Decrease to 170 knots. Let's check the landing speed again. It is 144 knots. Alright, get down.
China 351, front further descent.
China 351, descent 3,500 feet, L0, right, report established.
3,000.
No, I'm pretty sure he cleared me the ILS approach, so yeah, it was really my bad for not intercepting.
Sugar 423, descend to 4,000 feet, select heading
Flaps
0
15?
to, select heading 230, flat ILS 20 center, report established.
Oh, okay, that's low. My bad. Singapore 226 on finals ILS 20, right?
2500.
Singapore 226, contact Singapore Tower 118.6.
118.6, Singapore 226, good night. Singapore Tower, good evening. Singapore 226 on finals ILS 20, right?
Singapore 226, continue programming to the right.
Continue approach, Singapore 226. Flaps 20. There's one aircraft in front of me, which is Singapore 183, so he actually managed to get in front of me. And flaps 30, alright. Auto brake set, speed brakes is on. Go around altitude is 6,000 if I'm correct. Let's check Navigraph. 3,005. Alright, sure. Take that. So everything should be set and ready to go, and we should be able to land. Alright. Set my throttles to the correct position. And we disconnect the autopilot. Auto throttle will go as well once we get closer. It's a bit of a variable winds then. That's completely fine. I'm not sure how reliable this ILS is because
1000.
because it's not my scenery, but alright. Let me get the ground charts quickly so that I can quickly inform them where I am.
Welcome to Standard. Singapore 226, winds currently to the directed there.
To the right to the land, Singapore
Approaching
226.
20 right.
China 735 is the first runway 20 right, number 2.
Number 2, Takeoff runway 35.
A bit low, definitely. But that's fine. It's usually
500.
Glide slope.
because what
Glide
happens
slope.
is if I
Glide
follow the
slope.
glide slope, I will land in the
Glide
middle of the
slope.
runway instead.
400.
Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope.
Alright,
Approaching minimums.
Glide slope.
I have the throttle.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
Shut up.
200.
Glide
Continue.
slope. Glide slope. Glide slope.
Okay.
Glide slope.
100.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
50. 30. 20.
Long landing.
10.
Long landing. 8,000 feet remaining.
Right. Down we go. First thrust. Decel. There's a bit of a landing that was a bit too far in, but it's alright. Store the reverses. Spoilers go to disarm. Auto brake goes off. And we'll contact ground soon.
Singapore 226, we prefer you vacate at Whiskey 8 instead because there's a hold up on the first two high-speed taxi.
Roger that. Singapore 226. We'll go in front of Whiskey 8 instead. We'll speed up.
Caution. Short runway. Short runway.
Yeah, I know there's a short runway, but I need to speed up if not the next
1,000
plane cannot
remaining.
land.
China 7351 with some runway to the right, to lane.
Get in the band runway 20 right, Takeoff runway 35.
Alright, strobe lights go off. Landing lights go
Singapore
off.
226, welcome to Singapore, turn left, Whiskey Papa, contact ground 124, that's my 3, bye-bye.
Left on Whiskey Papa, ground on sorry, what's the frequency again? Oh my god, I screwed up the frequency.
Frequency 124, that's my 3.
1243, Singapore 226, thank you. But let me look at the charts, and I need the charts for the taxiway instruction. Oh my god, here we go. Singapore ground, good evening, Singapore 226 on Whiskey Papa.
Version. Singapore 226, all ground, unit Alpha 1, here, Whiskey Papa, Victor 3, and Alpha 1.
Alpha 1 via Victor 7 and what's that again for Singapore 226? Hold on, let me I need to get close. I don't have the Whiskey Papa Victor 6 Singapore 226. Right, I heard, I don't know, it sounded like Victor 3 to me, not Victor 6, so I took it as Victor 7, because it's more close to 3 than 6, so yeah, but if I were to say 7, it wouldn't... Roger, will expedite, and thank you, Singapore 226. Is there someone? No, there's no one behind me. What does he want me to expedite? It doesn't matter, I guess. But I mean that is the end, anyways, for the arrival. arrival part is a bit weird, but yeah, APU. Where's that APU now? And that's Vector 6 right there. Alpha 1 is the furthest.
Yeah, 118, contact ground 1
to
2
the
1
right.
December 2 now, bye.
Glide slow. 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 Glide slow.
100,
Glide slow. Glide slow.
50, 30, 20, 10,
And transponder was set to standby.
English Transaction 351 located at Whiskey 7.
Alright, lights go off. Because we don't need it anymore. And Alpha 1 is right there.
Jonathan
And this is Sprinter.
351 XP Bravo via Whiskey Papa Victor 6
Last time I
Whiskey
came
Alpha Uniform 1.
back into Singapore, I had this gate as well.
English Transaction 351 again.
Quite a deja vu, honestly. And flaps go all the way up.
Whiskey Papa and
Actually,
Victor
there is
Whiskey
a
Alpha Uniform
lead-in
1,
thing, so
351.
I don't need to go to exterior camera. Okay, there we go, perfect. Is the flaps up? No, we'll wait for the. No, we don't have to wait for the flaps. Anyway, we'll cut the engine. Right, perfect. Seatbelt signs go off. Hydraulics. No, hydraulics cannot go off yet. APU generators and bleeds go on. Engine bleeds go off. Fuel pumps that can go off. NTS is off. Beacon light can go off, and everybody can board. Right, flaps are up, so hydraulics can go off. And we will go to Unicom. Okay. The ground services can come in as well. And that should be presentation with the menu, so sure, why not? We got one of the gates hooked up. Fine. Alright, I am not gonna lie that I had a bit of screw up there, because I am very rusty at this, but it's fine. Kinda gets me the ball rolling for coming back into that sim again. Because I don't have time to really fly, honestly. Between when I stopped making videos and now, I have flown probably like 5-6 times, which is like 5 months break or so. So yeah, it's like 1 or twice months on average for flying, which is quite less, honestly. But whatever. Anyways, hope you all have quote unquote enjoyed this. events for the departure and on the arrival part in Singapore. I will see you in the departure part, which would be either posted alongside at the same time as this video, or will be posted sometime else. So yeah, keep a lookout for that, and do watch that if you want to. Anyways, take care, happy flying, and goodbye.